So
Barry,
do we want to do a bit of Fiha Kesht?
Tá.
Joe may have a tough time doing this, but we'll go in anyway.
Anhuil Cadagum, Dulgadion Lehers.
Let me consult Wikipedia. Neil.
So it's a white man. Okay, we have some 20 questions to do. Hang on, let me get the notepad gimmick open here.
Questions to do. I have my Scott McAvoy suggestion.
All right.
And I'm good to go.
All right, Joe, we have to put our heads together here.
Okay, let's kill this one.
Where's a good place to start? Do we want to start with, again, the lovely general question about are you active, or do we want to maybe take a risk and try and hit something early?
Oh, I don't know. Active and it clears out.
Active's a good one.
Options,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Do you want to go ahead?
Okay, are they active?
No.
Ooh,
Not active.
Not active.
I might go, are they alive? So I think that's a good...
Yeah, sure.
Are they alive, Barry?
No.
Dead.
Dead.
That's probably why they're not active.
Shit, we should have asked that one first.
Through deadness.
That would have narrowed it down quicker. Remember that for next time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should always kind of focus on did they have a WWE career?
Yeah.
Because that really kind of reveals a lot. So, have they ever wrestled in WWE? Or did they ever wrestle in WWE?
Okay. They did wrestle.
Yes, to WWE.
What
about Viscera? There you go.
Wait a minute, Joe. What about The Undertaker? Oh no, he's active.
He's active.
I can confirm my.
He is dead.
Him not being alive was a comment about he's a shoot, brother.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a work.
Sorry to kill the business.
Okay. Maybe if
questions exposes the business.
Did they ever hold a championship in WWE of any kind?
Here, I'm gonna.
See, he's not sure, Joe. So it's probably someone. It's not.
That's not Hulk Hogan.
It's not Chris Benoit.
Actually, he's alive. It's not Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris Benoit's alive.
Did they ever hold a title?
It's not Andre the Giant. Actually.
I hereby give the title to $1 million man Ted DiBiase.
He's not Russian.
I am Andre Giant. Yes, I love WWE.
The answer, by the way, is yes.
Okay, they did. Okay, probably like tag title or something. Then.
You may ask. You wish.
No, don't ask. The hell. Okay, it's a dead. Well, we didn't. It's probably a man. We haven't asked if it's a man, but probably if they're dead and they held a title in WWE. You know, it's gonna be like Moolah or someone, so probably not.
Moolah, yeah, it can only really be Moolah.
Moolah for
China.
78 years at China as well.
Yeah, China. That's fine.
But let's, for the purpose of this, just assume it's a man and not burn a question on that.
Okay, let's go for a man.
Assuming, keep notes, listeners. They assume the default is always a man. Okay, go on.
Vast majority are men, so makes sense. Anyway,
what if someone like Big Boss Man just came into my head there?
Should we say narrow down the titles? Go for.
I was thinking maybe more the era of activity. Well, I mean, we have lots of questions left, so whichever part we can do both.
Okay, I suppose era would rule out some titles.
Like maybe an 80s wrestler or a 90s wrestler.
Should we say did they debut?
Well, debut is always thrown off, especially if they're older, because sometimes they debut. Like we had the one the other week, like. Malenko debuted in like 1979.
Yeah, okay. So were they active in the 90s?
In WWE? Do you mean?
Yeah. Or any capacity. No.
Okay, not active in the 90s.
Wait, no, hang on. Can you wait, are you active as in still wrestling or was the question WWE? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
So were they active in WWE in the 90s?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
In the 90s.
Is it more likely, Joe, that it would be that they were active in the 80s or in the 2000s? Well, if they're dead, probably 80s, you would say, right?
Well, possibly. I don't know, because a lot of dead 2000s people as well.
Yeah.
Not as many.
Well, obviously not as many, but you know.
But if you're
Not a contest, Paul.
well, in that case, I'll ask: were they active in WWE in the 80s?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Active in. So that narrows down the titles, because it can only be tag, IC, or world. Should we go for tag titles?
Yeah.
Did they ever hold the WWE tag team titles?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
80s tag team champions.
So 80s tag team champions
Who are
and they're
dead.
One of them, yeah. So could be Demolition.
Shawn Michaels.
Wait, Demolition aren't dead though.
One of them.
Also,
Which one of them's
people.
dead? No, they aren't, are they?
I'm sure.
No,
No, mate.
Axe and Smash are still on the fucking indie scene today, doing shows.
Oh, you're right. Crush
I'm a
is dead.
OTT
He
next
wasn't-
month.
Crush would've been
Demolition.
in the 80s,
Legion of Doom, maybe?
so.
Legion of Doom? Well, they were active in the 90s, though. They were in 98 when Hawk fell off the Titantron.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So British Bulldog? No, because
He was in the 90s. Yeah, someone who was
Shit.
only active in the 80s. Maybe would it be someone who was in WCW in the 90s?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think that way. Someone like Sting. Well, no, Sting, of course.
No.
Was not doesn't satisfy almost any of the things we have. What idiot. Were there that many people though who were active in WWE in the 80s but not in the 90s? Like, God.
Yes. I think it's quite a narrow field, but it's going to be a tricky one to
To actually think of.
think. Yeah.
Okay, we have anyway that they were a wrestler who is dead, who was around in WWE in the 80s, who was a tag team champion at the time. Do we want to kind of branch off now to
Who is also not active, by the way, since they're dead.
through the fact of their inability to be alive? Maybe are they American? Do you want to ask?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, is it my go?
Are they American?
I believe so. Let's double check. Yes.
So they're born in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
American.
American made.
American.
American males. American males. American males. American males.
Are you guessing it's one of the American males?
No. So I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of teams. So you've got Heart Foundation, but they were both active in the 90s.
Yeah.
You've got the British Bulldogs, but Dynamite Kid's alive.
And Davey
Bulldog
Boy was
is-
in the 90s. In
in the
the
90s. You've got Barry Windham and IRS.
alive. Or the IRS, for sure.
Yeah,
Windham,
both alive.
Don't know. Wasn't he in poor health in the last few years, Wyndham? Or I think it was someone else.
No, that was his dad, I think.
Oh, that's what it was.
Dynamite
White.
Kid was.
Bray Wyatt's granddad
Yeah.
died. Oh, I can't think of anyone else really.
I can give you a hint.
Apart from like the Wild Samoans or something like that. I don't.
Or because my knowledge of 80s WWF is really only limited to I've seen a few 80s pay-per-views like Survivor Series and SummerSlam of 88, and I think I saw Survivor Series 89 as well.
Yeah,
With like
I think all of those people
one man
in the
gang.
90s.
One man gang. Was he ever tag team champion? Maybe like Akeem.
He's still alive.
Is he?
I think so.
All right. Tugboat, Typhoon, the same person. Earthquake.
Oh, that was nice.
Are all alive. Late 90s. Fuck, this is really different. I have to say, my knowledge of 80s WWE is very weak. 90s, yes, but 80s, again, just the last few years of the 80s. Like, Zeus or someone. Did Zeus ever hold the title titles?
I'm getting the feeling it's kind of early 80s because...
But that's like pre even Hulk Hogan era.
I've kind of...
80s, WrestleMania 1 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mike DiBiase.
I know kind of everyone in the late 80s.
Maybe do we want to ask if they have?
So it must be early 80s.
Are they part of? Are they part of a wrestling family? Maybe.
Except it's all just random people. So who's dead?
In wrestling.
How much time do you have, Joe? Yokozuna.
Do you guys want a hint?
It could be someone really obscure, like Chief J Strongbow or something like that.
No, don't give us a hint, Barry.
But I don't know enough
just
to kind of
hint
narrow
with your
that down.
answers. That's all.
Other than just saying, is it them?
All right.
What question are you going to go for, Joe? We got to ask something. What are you thinking?
Has he given up?
I don't know. I think he's just scratching.
So I can't hear you.
Scratching his chin.
My internet. Sorry, my internet was going weird there.
Well, what are you thinking? What question are you going to ask?
I have no idea. Could say were they ever in WCW, but I don't know if that's gonna.
Well, maybe in 1990s WCW to be specific, maybe.
Yeah, but if it is like Chief J Strongbow, I don't know if he ever was in WCW, to be honest.
Yeah, make sure you know the answers of the questions.
That's the problem. Yeah.
God.
You could ask.
You could ask their ethnicity, I suppose.
Okay. Were they a pretend Red Indian?
No. That's so specific. If we get no, though, that's a waste of time.
Who was actually like Mexican or something?
No.
Okay, not Mexican /
How did you go from Chief J Strongbow as a hypothetical person it might be to asking a question about whether or not it's actually Chief J Strongbow?
Because I don't know anything else about him, so I can't narrow it down in any other way other than by asking the most.
Barry. Did this person have any family, real family, not fake brothers, who were involved in the wrestling business as well?
No.
Okay, not part of a wrestling family. Okay. A lone wolf.
Barring some kind of technicality I'm not aware of, but certainly not a famous.
Okay. Ask if they're white, Joe. Not, are they an Inuit or something, like the last question. Wait a minute. Are there any famous wrestling Inuits before you ask?
You asked. What one did you ask? What did you ask again?
Were they part of a wrestling family?
What did you ask? Not. They don't have any shoot brothers.
Yeah, they're not part of a wrestling family.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? That was the answer. No.
What?
I asked that already, and the answer was no.
What?
What are you talking about?
What do you ask a question?
Go, Joe. They white? White is.
Are they white?
Yes.
Well, they're not anymore. They're kind of probably yellowish now.
Oh dear.
All right. A white dead bloke was in the WWE in the 80s, tag champion. Did they hold any other title aside from the tag team title? That's my question for you, Barry.
Any other championship?
Yeah. Did they hold the IC or WWE title?
In WWE, no.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe a world champion elsewhere, Joe.
Held singles title. Oh, fucking hell.
Maybe a champ elsewhere. We might be thinking wrong about this. It might not be someone who held the titles but isn't best known as WWE in the 80s, you know? We might be thinking the wrong way about this. This is a hard one. This is tough.
It is a tough one. I knew it was a tough one when I got it.
They're American as well.
They're American, yeah.
They're white and American.
Yeah, they're not fake American or fake Native American. Real white American.
Oh, dear.
Former tag champion. Active in the WWE in the 80s, not in the 90s, though. And they're dead. And not active. They did not string this lad's poor corpse up like a marionette and drag him down to the ring. Or have him in like a hologram.
Here.
Neither of those happened. Maybe were they ever a world champion in any promotion?
But does that really...
Well, I don't know. But
it's
it's something to hold on to. Something to grab onto. My problem is I keep thinking of like, you know, who's this person's father? Who's this person's father? They're like, oh wait, they don't have any wrestling family, so it's a waste of time thinking about it. Some loose thread.
Oh God.
Oh dear, lads.
This could take a while.
We don't have a while.
This could be a 2-hour, 45-minute show.
Did they? I'll jump in, Joe. You can have two.
Go on.
You can have two questions after me. Did they hold a world title in any organization?
Yes.
Okay. World champion somewhere. So probably.
Yeah, it's probably
WCW.
fucking USWA.
Were they WCW champion?
No.
Fuck, it is probably USWA or some bollocks like that. Fuck you.
So I don't know what it is, therefore it's bollocks.
Yes. ECW.
It's basically cheating.
He's probably the Ring of Honor champions. You know,
Is that one of your questions?
no, maybe
No.
TNA champ, baby.
I was gonna say Tony Garea, but I don't think he was American. So forget that.
Don't know what his teacher was in USWA either.
Was he?
Oh, that was good stuff.
This is God.
We could ask. Oh God, I don't know. How about were they ever on a WWF pay-per-view? Because then we'll know he was on like one of those 80s pay-per-views that I would have actually seen.
Okay.
Were they on ever on a WWF pay-per-view?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And so they weren't around in the 90s, so they must have been either on one of the first 5 WrestleManias, the first 3 Survivor Series, or the first 2 SummerSlams.
Who was on WrestleMania?
So, WrestleMania.
I'm trying to think of like gimmick battle royal now. Who was in the gimmick battle royal? The Goon. Doink.
They were all 90s. They were all 90s people, mainly, weren't it?
I guess.
Uh,
WrestleMania 1. Bundy. Is not
yes.
dead. Not dead, of course.
Someone
Something like that.
or someone like a junkyard dog, but he's black, so not him. Maybe one of the Valiants. I don't know their first names. I think one of them's Jimmy.
But he's not dead, though, Jimmy Valiant, is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't think he is. Jimmy Valiant? No, surely he's not dead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were suddenly an expert on 80s wrestlers.
you wouldn't know it by this quiz, would you?
Jesus
No,
Christ.
I think I've seen a picture of Jimmy Valiant lately, that's all.
Oh, okay. He was looking well, was he?
He wasn't dead. So in that sense, yes.
Mm, um, I don't know what other information we can go on, really. Like, were they tall? Would we have heard of them? That's a good question.
You can ask that if you want.
It's a bit subjective, though. Oh God. Were they better known as a tag wrestler?
No.
Oh, God.
Okay. So it was a singles wrestler who held the tag titles at some point.
Maybe. Oh, hang on a second. This is from the 80s, right? If they weren't
Yeah.
WCW champion, maybe they're like NWA champion? Was that was a thing back then? Not that it helps me at all, because I don't know any NWA champions, but one of them ones, maybe. Were they NWA champ at any point, Barry?
As in like NWA World Champion.
Well, I don't know how the NWA works, Barry, so you tell me.
Ooh.
No,
okay.
they were not the NWA World Champion.
Okay. I have no idea, Joe. We have 3 questions left. Do you want to just kind of throw something out?
Did they have like a kind of gimmick, like a notable, what we consider a notable gimmick?
Not really. No, not really.
Oh, that helps. Fucking hell.
So it's just a straight wrestler man, probably.
I don't know his sexuality.
So,
are the lads going to pull off the comeback of a lifetime here, or has Scott bested them?
I have no idea.
You've certainly put them to work, Scott.
Alright.
I think you might. Actually, no. I was gonna say you might kick yourselves for not knowing this, but I thought it's tough. I knew it was tough when I got it.
Fuck no.
Do you want to ask something like, did they die young or did they die of old age? Something like that. Maybe like as a Hail Mary, that might be something that can give us a bit of info.
Did they die a drug-related death?
No.
Okay, next. Well, we just have to guess then. We're out of questions.
Okay.
Go on, Joe. I have no idea, so you need to throw out a name.
Was it?
I'll tell you what. When Joe guesses, right, Barry, you can give us the hint that you've been promising, and we can see if we can get on the 21st. It won't count as a win.
No, hang on. The hint that I was going to give you already came up. I was gonna, because like very early on when you were like, oh, let's the Rockers. My hint was going to be it's not a famous tag team wrestler. That was going to be my hint.
Oh, okay.
Back when I thought you had a chance.
No. Go on, Joe. Is it?
I'll say. Whoever Chief J Strongbow's partner was.
Who's that?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Jimmy Strongbow. Is it Jimmy
Guess
Strongbow?
someone real. You have a better chance of actually guessing someone who you.
Yeah,
just
I
know
don't
was-
know who his
Is
tag
it?
partner
Is
was.
it? Is it Jimmy Snuka? There's one. Fuck it.
No. Is
Is
it
that
the other Wahoo McDaniel? Is it Wahoo McDaniel?
all right? Is that your guess?
No, Wahoo McDaniel, Joe, is a gimmick. It's not a notable gimmick. It's just a man who's a wrestler.
Yeah, that's what I said. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a
So
gimmick.
it's not gonna be Wahoo McDaniel.
Wahoo McDaniel didn't have a gimmick.
I'm pretty sure he did.
What's his gimmick? Being a Wahoo?
His name was Wahoo.
Yeah, but that's not a gimmick.
Well, hang on a second here. I need to investigate this. Okay, let me go to Google Image. Fucking huge headdress on him here.
Oh, well, I'll be honest, I don't know who Wahoo McDaniel really is, other than the famous talking points. But you know,
Can we get a guess out here, Joe? Put us out of our misery.
I don't know.
What is
I
a
can't-
bland wrestler from the 80s?
all of them.
Bob Backlund. There we go. No, he was
No,
WWF
he
champion.
wrestled- He wrestled in the 90s, the WWF champion.
Oh, God. Let me just
And
hang
he's
on.
still alive.
Wait. I'm gonna go to Google. Bland 80s wrestler. Whatever the first thing that comes up here is.
No cheating.
Is it Mr. X?
Mr.
that-
Wrestling 2.
Mr. Wrestling too. Oh God. So what's the actual guess then?
I don't know.
Is it Mr. Wrestling 2?
Okay, Joe is locking in the guess. Mr. Wrestling 2. Lads, it is not Mr. Wrestling 2.
Ah, so close.
All right, now
Give
here's
us the initials.
say what?
Give us the initials and see if we can get it then.
JS. This doesn't count. If you get this, it doesn't count because you get the
JS.
initials. So.
Jay Strongbow.
No, it's not. It's a white man.
He was white.
Is it John Cena?
His name was Luke. His name was Luke Scarpa.
Is that where Luke Harper
That's
comes
really-
from?
Yeah, Luke's Harper. Luke Harper. Yeah.
That's like a Dwayne Johnson buster. That lad who wrote the Bible gets out here quickly. Luke Scarper. There you go. JS. John Suplex.
Strongbow. Jimmy Strongbow. I said Jimmy Strongbow.
Stop saying Strongbow.
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know who it
I'm
is.
calling it. I'm calling it. Putting you and the listeners out of their
Give us
fucking.
another hint.
It
Give us
was
another hint.
no. It was.
What's the
Big
first name?
John Stud,
John Studd.
who held a quote unquote world title in an NWA territory, but he was not the NWA world champion.
What? When did he hold the tag titles?
He was WWF Tag Team Champion, apparently. With Executioner number 1.
Okay.
Joe's not happy here.
Hang on. Wait, is there? I can't hear anybody.
Why? Well, that's your fault, Barry, because we could hear you.
No, okay, there you are. I hear you now. Yeah, what's up with you? What's up with you?
WWF Tag Team Champion, one time.
Same company.
Yeah, I
No, it's not the same title though.
What world champion?
Hang on.
What world championship did they hold?
This does happen every now and then in 20 questions. I could have gone.
No.
But I made an executive decision. It is the same company.
I think you're right with that one, Barry.
Yeah. Okay. So if they'd held the Raw tag team titles, then
yeah,
you'd have been. Oh,
that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, Barry. What world title did he hold, though? Which one of these do you consider a world title? Out of interest.
He's got like a couple. NWA American Heavyweight Championship.
That's not a world title. It has the word American in it.
Oh, semantic. You weren't going
that
to
is not a world title, mate.
That's semantics. Semantics.
Oh, no.
No, I asked for no, wait a minute, it's not semantics. I asked for
main event belts. Main event belts. He got them.
Yeah, it's not a world title though, is it?
Listeners,
sorry. Email in.
Sorry, did I throw you off when you asked? Did he win the NWA Big Time Wrestling World title? And I said yes, but I should have said actually it was the American Heavyweight title. Give me a break. You guys didn't have a chance with that. You didn't have a chance with it.
Didn't have a chance.
Not world title.
That was the first. He did.
Listeners, hashtag not world title. Send in your tweets of support.
First wrestling tape I ever owned was the Royal Rumble 1989, won by Big John Studd.
A man who never held the world title, fully enough, despite winning the Royal Rumble. Weird, isn't it? It's like a statistic people would know about.
Well, it's like, I mean, but like, okay, what's a world title?
A title with the word world in it.
World heavyweight title.
That's all it takes is to have the word world in it.
But none of his do, Barry.
Because American is a regional title. It's like the United States title.
No, but they're different. No, the US title is just it's a mid-card belt that they call the US belt. It's defended around. Are you
think the American heavyweight title is?
Anyway, listen. You asked me that question. We were deep in this thing.
Yeah, it was question 13 in fairness, but
we would have got it. We would have got it.
You put in your fucking hole of goddess.
I tell you what.
God.
Not once did Big John Studd cross my mind. So, I don't know if I would have got it. But I'm not saying that is the reason why we didn't get it. But in future, again, semantics, I would not consider... If I was doing it this time, and you asked me if he ever held a world title, I would have said no.
But the thing is, right, and I mentioned it earlier with the tag belt, there's things like that come up every single time, and you have to make
a mistake once.
Call in the moment.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is that, and if I thought it was going to be a swing moment, where it's like, oh, I better clarify this because this is the decider. If I get this wrong, they'll blah blah blah. They'll definitely get it. Like the fact is, I knew it wasn't going to make a blind bit of difference, honestly.
As our good friends in Aerosmith once sang, you have to lose to know how to win. So. Well,
what we can do is when he hears this, Scott can tweet us and he can take umbrage with my officiating if he so chooses.
He will either tweet us hashtag Barry was right, or he'll tweet hashtag not a world title. So keep your eye on the Twitter, folks, and you'll know.
I mean, I think he'll be listening to this going, these two didn't have a fucking... I was surprised you didn't ask like something like, has he won the Royal Rumble? That was actually, I was like, I thought that would come up there, but anyway. Because when you mentioned, anyway, fucking hell. We've spent like 40 minutes on this. So
Scott, you see why we didn't do it last week.
We were too dang busy.
All right, let's
what
talk.
The hell else is on the
docket?
On the
docket.
on the
docket.
on the
Docket.
on the